here in Rio, Brazil. We got Sally Fitzgibbons going up against Vahine Fierro. The ramifications towards the rest of the year. Let's kick it off with Sally Fitzgibbons.
Yeah, Fitz, who's looking for her first final this year. So Sally did well over there at Punta Roca. She made her first round heat, but after that...
Just been told, I wish I had thought of this, but they're on the opposite side of the draw. We could see an all-pupo final. Of course, a lot of surfing left to come. And we have Sally Fitzgibbons up and ripping now. Backhand, always sharp.
Wow.
So nice combination of turns there. Gets a little ollie off the backwash. 33-44 to go. So already with a 2-point ride under her belt. Wild ride in for Sally Fitzgibbons, but a nicely surfed wave.
Veteranship right here too, Chris. Great flow, excellent pacing and read of this wave. Upside down on the first turn. Love the way she was able to put up the board for the carve on the second one. And how's the timing on the third too? That wave steepened up right there at the end. Once again, the waves have really stood out. It's been consistent all day long. It's been clean. And it's really allowed for these transitions for both the men and the women so far today to really get their board up and vertical like we see Sally do right here towards the end of the wave. Great way to finish. Should be a good score right here for Fitzgibbons.
Yeah, again, the word timing comes to my production team. Quick turnaround from El Salvador, but I mean, every second has been covered.
Wow.
Multiple angles. Sally Fitz shining right now in Socktown. Just has to kind of place it up there and ride out clean. So she's going to get rid of that 2.0. Now she'll be in the double digits.
Yeah, good use of her positioning right there. And outside of that too, just getting on another wave to add some pressure towards Vahine. First turn, very committed under the lip, a lot of froth right there. The second one, nothing crazy, but just making sure that she finishes the ride on a positive note. So gonna increase her total and get up into a good margin right now. It's still 27:30 on the clock, but excellent first turn, Chris. But a lot of white water right there. Difficult to ride out of this one.
Yeah, I think she was rewarded for how critical that wave was. It was a big section, the first one that she hit. 4.33, so a solid start for Sally. And we've yet to see Vahine ride a wave. She was getting pummeled by the whitewater. Right before we went to break, we saw her have to ditch her board. I mean, no shame in that. We know how brave Vahine is, and if she's we're all ditching our board. Here we go. Fierro, deep bottom turn. Nice slicing top turn. Comes around a big section. Quick layback and a huge chunk of backwash. Somehow she stays on her feet. I like how she mixed up her turns. Out.
Pretty cool. Big takeoff right there too.
Going really fast.
Yeah, she was. Deep bottom turn, well executed as you said. And then the second one, just a bit more variety on it too. So the section, very difficult to ride out of, but she did super well. Just stay on top of the board right there. Another angle, Chris. Deep bottom turn for that first one. Fully committed on rail. So hard, as you said, going so fast down the line with that. Surfer out of French Polynesia, doing well to manage the backwash.
Wicked first turn.
Yes, it was.
I think that's going to be up there for action. You're watching the VIVO Rio Pro presented by Corona Cero. Stick around.
Oh, big wave.
And a big left-hander. Beautiful wall in front of Fierro. Straight off the bottom. Quick snapping top turn.
Oh, barrel? Oh.
Yeah, she was eyeing the section. A little just indecision, it looked like.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her, because that was a menacing.
Well, this was a large wave, Chris. All the way on the outside. Big drop to take off. So had the setup carve right there. And at this point, she's like almost stalling with her back arm. And now Vahine, quick one. So good work by Sally. Very patient after the 3-5 where she didn't improve on her low score. So she's letting Vahine go on all these duds on the inside that really haven't provided any scoring opportunity, Chris.
It's got to be the best wave of the heat, and we'll see if Sally can improve on that 4.33 she started with. So uses her priority to catch a wave that was a straight-up closeout, but it looked like it had something on it right when she took off.
Not very common to see that.
Coming around a big section now. Vahine, so another roll of the dice. And this break, obviously very hard to decode. Sally Fitzgibbons, one of the winningest surfers ever here in Brazil. She had a big win in Saquarema before, but even the best can have trouble. Sammy, is there a secret to success here in Saquarema, or is it really just every heat you paddle out, you got to reset and try to figure it out.
And everything. The wave is doing so much already that if you push too hard or if you try to overdo it, the wave is going to fight you back. So it's kind of just trying to go with the flow, and I felt like Sally did that really well on the second turn. Unfortunately, couldn't make it, but she timed it really well and had a lot of spray on that turn. Would have been a nice score.
And
does that inspire you?
For sure. I mean, just like my brother, it took him like 10 years to get his first win. So here you go, Vahine on the dying minutes. Yeah, I mean, Leo is just such a good surfer and competitor, and
Pre and post kind of help. As we see Sally, that was a cool looking turn. She managed the backwash well, and that could have been a great defensive, offensive way to finish for Sally Fitzgibbons. 5 seconds left of the VIVO Rio Pro. Stay tuned. So that was a huge heat total, 14.50 for Sally Fitz. Unfortunately, we lose Vahine Fierro. She got a 4.33 and a 2.67. Her run is done.
Sorry guys, I was talking to this legend, and so good to be here with you because Brazil loves you and you love Brazil too. She was talking to her fans, and there were a lot of friends. You said it's like your 25th year in Brazil, is that right? Congratulations.
Yeah, I came over as a 14-year-old, and it was really far from Australia, and I felt like, it was so different to home. And then all these years later, I see so many similarities and the energy and the way people in Brazil live, and the love they bring and the passion they bring. I think, I live my life by the same book, I think. And so I come back and I just feel so welcome, and it feels like home. And to think as a 14-year-old, I'd call this place feel like home is an amazing thing.
And you know what? You were surfing like a local here in Saquarema. The backwash was definitely not a problem for her. And I asked you, how did you manage to deal with a backwash? Would you say the thing you told me?
I did. I said you have to have some Saquarema dance moves to make that last section. And you never know what's going to happen. And I think that's the beauty of this place. You got to be open to everything and ready for a surprise, and that's why I still put on the jersey. I don't know what's going to happen next, and I just lean in and give it my best and see what's out there for me.
Congratulations. Let's do the moves to finish. Back to you guys. Woo!